You don't want to make restitution? You just want to go into the land after saying a few Hail Marys and I'm sorries? Verse 43, verse 44. They presumed to go up to the hilltop. Nevertheless, the ark of the testimony of Yahweh and Moshe departed not out of the camp. Moshe didn't leave. The leaders didn't leave. The ark of Yahweh didn't leave. They left and went and got slain on their own. Okay, because they went without Yahweh's approval and Yahweh's favor. They had never truly repented of the evil report. We close with this. After an evil report has gone out, people will lose their direction and their wisdom as they have been manipulated away from truth and the promises of Yahweh. The deadly sins of presumption now set in. I'll say that again. Once an evil report has gone out, the sin of presumption sets in. What is the sin of presumption? Yahweh will not hold me accountable. I can still do what I've always done before, and Yahweh will not correct me or hold me accountable. So I'm going to go into the land anyway, with or without Yahweh. I'm going to keep doing ministry. I'm going to keep doing things, even though I never made things right for entertaining or producing an evil report. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to happen to me. That's the sin of presumption sets in. The sin of presumption sets in. Yahweh said, nothing's going to happen to you. Watch this. You're going to die. You're going to die for 40 years. Not one of you is going to see the promised land. Now, what were you saying about presuming that you're going to go in on your own terms and your own accord? You better, if you have participated in an evil report or produced or listened to an evil report, you have to repent, forsake it, and make it right to the people whom you betrayed. By listening to it, you betrayed the one who was being spoken of, who had no chance to defend themselves, without witnesses, without Beit Din, without trial, without recourse. You've got to go to those people and be contrite and repent and then make restitution. You can't presume, well, I'm sorry, now what were you saying, Yahweh? What part of the land is mine? That's the danger of the evil report. We presume nothing's going to change. We presume everything is going to be just like it was. And I'm not saying I've never participated in an evil report, but I have learned not to keep it going, not to keep answering back, not to keep getting other people involved. I've had to learn the hard way. Now, in the world's eyes, that makes me defenseless. So if I don't stand up for myself, they're going to walk all over me. Exactly. It doesn't matter. Even if I do stand up for myself, they're going to walk all over me. Then they're going to say, oh, you see, he who protests too much is guilty. Thou protestest too much. Delight in Yahweh. Delight in Yahweh.
Amen. Amen.
Verse 45. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites who dwelt in the hill, by Midbar 14:25, and smote them and beat them down to Hormah. Beat them down. Meaning they were already wounded before they died. They were already wounded and beaten because of participating in an evil report. You will be beaten and then eventually killed off if you don't repent and stop listening and lending your ears to evil reports. Because most of us are too spirit-filled to start producing evil reports about other people, but we sure do listen. The end result of an evil report, brothers and sisters, is spiritual and or physical death. I'll say that again. The end result of an evil report is spiritual and or physical death. May our people see the big eternal picture. Oh Yahweh, have mercy on us all. Can I hear a good amen?
Amen.
Okay, and I'm not saying that I have never participated. Oh yes, but I have learned that you have to make it right. You have to stop. And we're not just talking about two people having a disagreement. Two people having a disagreement or two people not seeing things the same way is not an evil report, as long as it stays within those two people. And once we start spreading it and once we start sharing it, now that becomes a problem. Told? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Our friends and our supporters, please don't forget. Please don't forget your tithes. Please don't forget your offerings. Please go to PayPal. Do not take for granted that things will always be the way they were. We need your support. We need your help. We need new partners coming along this ministry. Shabbat Shalom. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. From the Yahushua Synagogue of Broward County, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat.